In this video, I want to talk to you about the Beyond Riders protective mesh shirt that's going to keep you cool and safe this summer. Hey, what's going on? I have been a fan of Beyond Riders protective gear for a couple of riding seasons now. Not only are they super stylish, they are really protective. In fact, I got in a pretty nasty spill wearing this shirt right here, and as you can see, it's still holding up nicely. So when they reached out and asked if I wanted to review their new summer series, I jumped on the opportunity because although this one is really nice, really comfortable, it's not as breathable. This has an outer layer of mesh, an inner layer of polyester mesh, and then a super inner layer of DuPont, Kevlar, and Cool Max for that ultimate protection. So let's look at some of the features of this shirt. Of course, I'm going to put it on for you. But yeah, I've already gone for a ride in 85, 90 degree weather, and it was nice and cool once that air got flowing. The size that I'm wearing is an extra large, which is nice and comfortable. Plus it leaves room for the pads that you can insert into the shirt here. Like I already mentioned, I went for a ride and this really did let the air flow through. Of course, you're gonna have your armpit vents there. That's gonna help your armpits breathe as you're cruising along. But yeah, I could really feel the air flowing through this mesh and I felt nice and protected. Also, you'll notice these accents on the shoulders and on the sides and across the back here. This is super reflective. The video probably isn't picking up just how reflective it is, but when the light hits it at a certain angle, it lights up like a Christmas tree, which makes night riding, which I like to do, a lot more safe. It has plenty of outer pockets. These ones zip up, these ones snap, so you can carry whatever you want around, but it also has a bunch of inner pockets as well. So you have inner pockets on either side, and then it might look like you have even more pockets, but those are actually reserved for the protective pads here. And as I've taken an even closer look, there's a microfiber area where you can wipe off your glasses or your goggles so you're not scratching them with this coarse material here. But let's throw in the pads. This is something I haven't done yet on this jacket and see how it looks. All right, so I got the pads installed and there is still plenty of room in the jacket. So it kind of bulks me up, makes me look a little bit tougher than I am, but it's still super comfortable, super flexible. One thing I did notice as I was installing the pads is that there are some Velcro strips in the pad pocket, which allow you to kind of adjust where the pad sits on the sleeve and in the shoulders. For instance, this pad is actually kind of sitting low on my elbow here, but with the Velcro, I can block it here, and so it'll actually move the pad up. Also on the inside of the shirt are a couple of snap loops that I believe you can snap to your belt loops. So if you do go down and start sliding, it'll help keep the shirt down so you don't get exposed skin and a nasty road rash. So as is, my chest has some additional protection, my elbows, my shoulders, and my back. All areas besides your noggin that you're going to impact if you go down. Let me just tell you this, once you've had a pretty nasty spill, it kind of changes you as a rider, and so protection and safety is key. I've crashed on my Talaria, I've crashed on my Super 73. I'm making it sound like I crash all the time. That's not necessarily the case. I've just done a lot of riding, and unfortunately, it's inevitable. You might go down. I want to give Beyond Riders a shout out for not only being safety forward, but also fashion forward. They have a ton of different colors of this style of mesh shirt, but they also have jackets and flannels and even pants that look really cool. So how much does something like this cost? Well, safety shouldn't be cheap. This does come in at just over $200, which is comparable to other brands that make protective riding gear. But if you use code SESSIONS73 at checkout, you do get $10 off. I will have a link in the description below for you to check out. Also, check out Beyond Riders' website. Like I said, they have a ton of different styles. If this isn't something that you would wear, I guarantee there's something on their site that you would. And I want to thank Beyond Riders for sending me this shirt to review to tell you all about. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below. Let me know what you do to keep yourself safe while you're out riding. And of course, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. Have a great rest of your day.